A gang of lowlife horse thieves straight up snatched a wild Mustang's baby in the dead of night, thinking they got away clean with thousands of dollars. But plot twist, this mama horse wasn't about to let that slide. She tracked those scumbags for 3 days, across 60 miles of Montana wilderness, busted into their sketchy hideout like a four-legged action hero, rescued her baby, and dipped before the cops rolled up to arrest these clowns. I'm not capping, this actually happened. And the whole thing was caught on the thieves' own security cameras. This is hands down the most insane animal story you'll hear all year. So buckle up because what went down is absolutely wild. It's a quiet night in rural Montana. Everything's peaceful, right? Wrong, because what's about to go down is straight up something out of a Hollywood movie. We're talking about a wild Mustang mare who literally became a real-life action hero to save her baby. And guys, I'm not even exaggerating. This story is absolutely wild, pun intended. Alright, so let me set the scene for you. There's this gorgeous wild Mustang herd that roams the backcountry of Montana. We're talking about horses that have never been tamed, never been broken, living their best lives out in the wild. These aren't your average barnyard ponies, folks. These are legit wild horses, tough, smart, and fiercely protective of their families. Now, in this herd, there's this one mare. Let's call her Spirit. She's this stunning buckskin mare with a black mane and tail. And she's basically the mom of the year. She'd just given birth to this adorable little foal about 3 months earlier. This baby was absolutely precious, all long legs, big curious eyes, and that fluffy baby horse coat that makes you go, ah, everything was going great until one night when everything changed. So here's where things get absolutely bonkers. There are these horse thieves, yeah. Horse thieves are apparently still a thing in 2024. Which is wild, who'd been scoping out this Mustang herd for weeks? These scumbags knew that wild Mustang foals can sell for thousands of dollars on the black market. Some sketchy people want them as exotic pets. Others want to break them and sell them as wild-caught horses. It's disgusting, but it's real. These thieves waited until the dead of night when the herd was sleeping. They came in with night vision goggles, moving quieter than a mouse in a library. Their target, Spirit's foal? Around 2 a.m., they made their move. Using ropes and tactics they'd clearly practiced, they managed to separate the foal from Spirit. Now, you gotta understand, Mustang mares are nitrogen monoxide joke when it comes to protecting their babies. Spirit immediately woke up and went absolutely ballistic. We're talking full-on mama bear mode. She was screaming, and yes, horses scream. And it's terrifying, she was rearing up, trying to charge at these thieves. But they came prepared with air, horns, and flashbang devices that scattered the whole herd in panic. In the chaos, the thieves loaded Spirit's baby into a horse trailer and bounced. Just like that, they were gone. When the dust settled, Spirit was absolutely devastated. Witnesses said they'd never seen anything like it. Spirit was running back and forth, calling for her baby, sniffing the ground where the foal had been taken. But here's what makes this story different. Spirit didn't just give up. No, this mare had other plans. So get this, Spirit started tracking her baby. Yeah, you heard that right? This wild Mustang mare basically became a four-legged detective. Horses have an incredible sense of smell. And for 3 days, Spirit followed the trail. She left her herd behind, which is huge, because wild horses almost never separate voluntarily. But this mama didn't care. She was on a mission. Local ranchers started reporting sightings of this lone buckskin mare traveling with purpose along back roads. She wasn't grazing, wasn't stopping to rest much. She was hunting. One old rancher said he'd been working with horses for 50 years and had never seen anything like it. Spirit looked determined, like she knew exactly where she was going. And she did. The thieves had taken the foal to this rundown property about 60 miles away. It was this sketchy place with a barn, a few corrals, and basically no neighbors for miles. They'd locked the foal in a barn stall, probably planning to transport it once the heat died down. The poor baby was scared, confused, calling for its mama. Spirit had tracked the scent all the way there. But here's where we gotta give this mare credit for being smarter than your average horse. Heck, smarter than some people I know. She didn't just charge in. She waited. She watched. For almost a full day, Spirit hung back in the tree line, observing the property. She was waiting for her moment. Around midnight on the third night, the property went quiet. The thieves had gone to sleep. This was it. What happened next was captured on the thieves' own security cameras, which is how we know so many details. Spirit approached the barn, moving carefully and quietly. She got to the barn door, and here's where it gets crazy. The door had a simple slide latch, and Spirit managed to work it open with her teeth. She walked right into that barn like she owned the place. Her foal immediately started calling out. Spirit went straight to the stall, freed her baby, and the reunion was caught on camera. The foal was jumping around. Spirit was nuzzling it, checking it over. Pure mama instinct. But Spirit knew they couldn't stick around. Of course, the dogs started barking. Lights flicked on. The thieves realized what was happening and came running out. They jumped in their truck to cut Spirit and the foal off. But Spirit was motivated. She led that baby through a creek where the truck couldn't follow, weaved through dense brush, and at one point deliberately led the truck toward muddy ground where it got stuck. I'm telling you, this horse is a genius. By sunrise, Spirit and her foal were long gone, back to open rangeland. The thieves, realizing their whole operation was caught on their own cameras, tried to run, but the cops showed up and arrested them. These guys are now facing felony theft, animal cruelty, conspiracy, years in prison, and massive fines. Wildlife officials found Spirit and her foal reunited with their herd, both healthy and safe. The local community went nuts over this story. Spirit became a celebrity practically overnight. There's now talk about increasing patrols to protect wild horse populations, and some conservation groups want Spirit's herd specifically protected. This whole thing really shows you just how intelligent and emotionally complex horses are. Spirit proved that maternal instinct is one of the most powerful forces in nature. And you don't mess with a mother's baby. She pulled off a daring rescue mission that sounds like a movie, but it's 100% real. So if you love this story, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this with everyone who loves animals or just loves a good story. Thanks for watching. And remember, never underestimate the power of a mother's love.